So you've seen the ads, you've heard the name NordVPN. It's everywhere, right? But what's the real story behind all the hype? Is it actually any good? Well, that's what we're here to figure out. We've dug through all the expert reviews to give you the straight-up scoop, what it is, who should use it, and if it's really worth your money.
Yeah, I mean, this question really cuts to the chase, doesn't it? It's the whole reason we even look for something like a VPN in the first place. On one hand, you want that freedom, the ability to watch whatever you want from wherever you are. And on the other, you want security, that peace of mind, knowing that what you do online is, your business. That's the big promise. So let's see if NordVPN actually delivers.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First up, the fun stuff, streaming and speed. Then we'll get serious with security. After that, we'll check out the features and how easy it is to use, look at the potential downsides, because there are always a few, and wrap it all up with the big question, is it worth it?
All right, let's dive right in with Section 1. And we're starting with probably the #1 reason a lot of you are even watching this, getting a bigger, faster, and just better internet.
You know how it is, right? You hear about a great new show, but whoops, it's not available in your country. So frustrating. Well, this is where a VPN becomes your best friend. NordVPN basically lets you teleport your internet connection to another country. One click, and suddenly you have access to a whole new world of shows and movies on Netflix, Hulu, you name it. It's like unlocking a secret level for your streaming services. So how does it manage to do this so well? Well, it's all about the network. And NordVPN's is massive. We're talking over 7,000 servers spread across 118 countries. But here's the key detail, the thing that really matters. Most of these are physical servers. Think of it like this. A physical server is like having a real direct highway to that country. A virtual server is more like a detour. It gets you there, but it's often slower and less reliable. Nord's investment in actual hardware is a huge reason why the connections are so solid. Okay, so if the servers are the highways, NordLinks, this is the high-performance engine in your car. It's their own special take on a newer technology called WireGuard. And honestly, all you need to know is that it's built for one thing, pure, unadulterated speed. We're talking some of the fastest speeds you can get from a VPN, and crucially, it does it without cutting any corners on security. So a fast engine is great, but what does that speed actually feel like when you're using it? Well, it means you can stream in beautiful 4K without that infuriating little buffering circle spinning forever. For gamers, it means a lower ping, so less lag and more wins. If you're into torrenting, it means your downloads are fast and reliable. Basically, it makes your internet feel frictionless. All right, speed is awesome. We all want that. But let's be real, it's only half the story. The real reason a VPN exists is for security and privacy. So now we're going to talk about the most important part, how NordVPN acts as your digital fortress. Now, this might sound like a random piece of trivia, but it is absolutely crucial. NordVPN is based in Panama. And why should you care? Because Panama is what you'd call a privacy-friendly country. It's not part of any of those big global surveillance groups, the ones that share data with each other. And more importantly, there are no laws there that can force a company like NordVPN to keep records of what its users are doing. It's a foundational layer of protection.
And that leads us right to this, the absolute cornerstone of a good VPN, a no-logs policy. It's a very simple, very powerful promise. It means they don't record what websites you visit, what you download, or, well, anything you do online. It's a black box. Your activity is your own, and they have zero record of it. End of story.
Okay, but a promise is just words, right? How do you know they're actually sticking to it? Well, and this is a huge deal. You don't have to just trust them. NordVPN has hired independent companies, auditors, to come in and comb through their systems to check. And over again, these audits have confirmed it. Their no-logs policy is the real deal. It's not just a marketing slogan, it's a verified fact. And it doesn't stop there. On top of that foundation, you get a whole toolkit of security features. You've got top-of-the-line AES 256 encryption. That's basically military-grade stuff. You have an automatic kill switch, which is a lifesaver. If your VPN connection hiccups for even a second, it instantly cuts your internet so your real identity is never ever exposed. Then you've got extras like threat protection, which is like a bodyguard that blocks ads and malicious websites, and even a dark web monitor that keeps an eye out for your stolen passwords. It really is a complete defense system. Okay, so we've established it's fast and it's super secure. But is it a pain to use? Let's talk about the actual experience of using the app every day and how all those powerful tools are packaged. For those of you who need a little extra firepower, NordVPN has these specialty servers. Double VPN is for the super privacy conscious. It routes your connection through 2 servers for double the encryption. Obfuscated servers are designed to hide the fact that you're even using a VPN, which is crucial in places with heavy internet restrictions. Then you've got servers specifically tuned for things like using the Tor network or for really fast and smooth file sharing.
And here's a big plus. You can use it on pretty much everything you own at the same time. One account lets you have 10 devices connected at once. That's way more than a lot of other services offer. So that's your laptop, your phone, your tablet, your TV, and you've probably still got a few slots left over for the rest of the family. It's a really generous limit.
All right, let's talk about the app's design, because this is one area where people have opinions. NordVPN has this big, interactive map where you can just click on a pin to connect to a country. Some people find it really cool and futuristic. Others think it's kind of gimmicky and just prefer a straightforward list of countries. Honestly, it's a personal taste thing. The good news is you can switch to a simple list view anytime you want, so you're not stuck with the map if it's not your style.
Okay, so with all that good stuff, you might be thinking, wow, this thing is perfect. Well, not so fast. No product is perfect for everyone, and it's time to be real about the potential downsides.
Right, let's get into the catches and caveats. These are the things you really need to know before you even think about clicking that buy button.
And some of these could be genuine deal breakers for you. So listen up. First off, if you're on a Mac or an iPhone, you don't get split tunneling. That's a handy feature that lets you, say, have your browser go through the VPN while your online game connects directly. No go on Apple devices. For you Linux folks, it's a command line interface only, no pretty clickable app. Also, a few of the fanciest security features are only in the more expensive plans. And if you need a dedicated IP, that's going to cost you extra. Oh, and that free trial, you can only start it from an Android phone, which is kind of weird.
Okay, we've laid out the good, the bad, and the nerdy. Now it's time to put it all together and answer the million-dollar question. Is it actually worth it?
So when you look at pricing, you'll see a few different plans: Standard, Plus, and Complete. But here is the most important thing to understand. The VPN itself, the speed, the security, all the core stuff we just talked about, is identical in every single plan. The more expensive plans just bundle in extra products, like a password manager or cloud storage. So you're not paying for a better VPN, you're just paying for more stuff in the bundle.
And look, no matter what you pick, they give you a pretty solid safety net. Every plan has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can basically take it for a month-long test drive, and if you don't like it, you get your money back. No real risk.
All right, let's boil it all down to the bottom line. Who should seriously consider getting NordVPN? If you're a big-time streamer, a gamer, if you torrent files, or if you're just someone who values top-notch speed and privacy that's been proven by audits, then yeah, it's a fantastic pick. Now, who should maybe pause and think twice? Mostly Mac or iPhone users who really need that split tunneling feature, and of course, Linux users who can't stand working in the command line. At the end of the day, a service like NordVPN is really about giving you 2 things: access to the whole internet and the ability to be anonymous while you explore it. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought to chew on. In today's world, where it feels like every click is being watched, logged, and sold, what's the real value of taking back your digital privacy?